Hello, Hathorians, and welcome to another episode of Nano Insights. And today we are joined by the team at Hathor Bullz Club. How's it going, guys?
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Very well,
Hi.
thanks. Very well, thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for making the time. And yeah, as you know, with Nano Insights, it's just getting to know the projects that we'll be testing on testnet with Nano Contracts. But in these introductory episodes, we'll be just getting to know them about a bit about their background and their contributions to Hathor so far and what they're building. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. So we have Tiago here, Nuno here. There are a few other teammates of the team who aren't here. But I know that Mauricio is on the team, and there are another teammate as well. For Nuno and Tiago, who are here, tell us about yourselves. Tell us about your profession. Let's go into your background a bit.
Yeah. So I'm Tiago, more known as Pumpster in the community. I'm a web developer full stack JavaScript. I have approximately 3 years of experience, and that's basically it related to the area.
Hello, I'm Nuno. I've been an analyst developer for almost 20 years now. I've mostly worked with legacy programming languages as COBOL for the banking system. I've worked for several international and national banks. Lately, I've been working in a French bank more close to financial systems. Um, and I've been able to move a little for new technologies as cloud development and for Java.
Amazing, and that's great to hear about your banking background. A lot of experience there, Nuno and Tiago as well. Great stuff. Moving on to the second question, tell us about your experience in Hathor's community and crypto in general.
I've been following crypto since late 2019, and always as a consumer, obviously. But at some point in this journey, I've come across Hathor. It was late 2020s, and yeah, I started to interact more with the community, and I had some ideas. The more OGs will surely remember the Hathor Geeks. That was something that I was trying to create at the time, but ended up not going forward. And then this idea of the Hathor Bullz Club came up, and finally went forward, and we started developing. And that's basically about it. My experience in crypto and Hathor's community.
So my experience in crypto, I started around 2014 when I've heard about a new token that was driven to the banking that was known is known as XRP. And since then, I was a little start to be addicted to crypto and to all the possibilities that this new financial system can bring to the people, to the community, to the poor, to everyone. And during my path, I eventually ended up being a moderator of a Portuguese channel, and there was a guy that was always talking about Aether there. That is Thiago. And eventually I ended up in taking a look at Aether with Heis, and we start talking, and we decided that we had many things in common. And the project itself, it addicted me, so I went to have the will to start working in this in here and start to be a part of the community.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, Hathor Bullz Club, I must say, when I saw those NFTs, I did think they were really done very well. And just on what Nuno was saying about when joining, coming from the 2014-15 and learning through the banking system and XRP's technology, it just makes sense, when you hear about blockchain technology or digital assets in general, and you hear about what they do and what future they can have, I don't blame why you entered the space with the long vision. So great to hear this background from you guys. Moving on to the next question, and it's more to do with you as a team and Hathor Bullz Club. So we know you guys make great NFTs, great artwork. Tell us more about Hathor Bullz Club.
We came together as a team because, as already Nuno mentioned it, we met before Hathor, basically. We met in a Portuguese community, and we started talking. I chilled Hathor to him, and and basically we started to, as we are both developers, we started to think in a way to connect two passions of ours, that is crypto and programming, and that's how initially it started. Basically, then we needed someone that could help us, because we are only two and have it this is like a part-time, he's not full-time, so we needed someone to help us, and that's where Mauricio comes in. Mauricio, I think everyone in communities
Of
know who
course.
is Mauricio. Mauricio is almost like a core member of Hathor. Uh, he helped to release the mainnet in 2020. He have done lots of contributions. Out of my mind, I can speak about the plugin for Unity to integrate Hathor in Unity, and we talked with him. I was already talking with him in the community, but we talked with him personally, and he accepted to join us, and that was a pleasure for us, of course. And yeah, that's it about Mauricio. As we needed an artist to do the NFT art, we expanded the team and got someone that we already knew from another project, not a project of ours, but a project of his. He had an NFT project running on Ethereum that was pretty successful at the time, so we contacted him, and that's it.
Oh, and it's great to hear about that, Tiago, yourself, Nuno, and Mauricio. Yeah, Mauricio has been around for a while. I remember when I started at Hathor, I saw a lot of his contributions and being an extension of the core team helping out. So it's great to see the few of you together and hope that you grow something big from this. So, yeah, moving on to the final and main question. We know about Hathor Bullz Club, what they're capable to bring to the table. Now, talking about the use case you plan on building, what are your ambitions? What do you hope to get from Nano Contracts? And what do you hope to build as a team moving forward as you guys go to test on Nano Contracts and grow it in this year of 2023?
So our use case basically is a staking website that allows all the projects to participate on it. Let's imagine you have a NFT project, right? You basically will be able to provide liquidity to a pool that will be assigned to your NFTs by UUID. And what does this mean to the community member? This means that they can basically stake their NFTs from their favorite projects and get rewards for them.
Wow, that's amazing. So all those NFTs that were built over the NFT summer, there are quite a lot of them on Hathor. You're saying that, community members can eventually use your platform, stake their NFTs there, and rewards it, and the projects who built these NFTs can create pools. Yeah, that sounds all really good, really exciting stuff. So I'm going to move on to the next question, which is, okay, you guys are builders. It looks like you guys have great backgrounds, and of course, in the space in general, builders are quite hard to come by. So there must have been a thought process into why you chose to build on Hathor. So why use Hathor Network to build this dream?
Okay, there wasn't really a issue choosing the network. We already were community members, and the ease of development of the network is mind blowing. We didn't really need to learn another language because the headless wallet is Node.js, and that's basically what we needed to start the development. And the fact that this feeless helps too, because we don't have to make an investment to make the things work on the mainnet.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Look, like you said, it being in JavaScript just made it so easy and such a no-brainer. You hear about these coding languages like Solidity and so on, and it kind of is intimidating when it comes to a builder. Like you may have this knowledge with a particular language, and then you want to enter a space, and it's a totally different language. But with Hathor, because as you said, it was JS, it seemed to be a no-brainer, and the fearlessness as well. It just meant that creating and actually interacting with the network, it wouldn't cost you anything. So those are really good reasons. And my final question to you guys, mainly to you, Tiago, is you've told us about your use case, and it sounds really good. How do you believe nano contracts will help your use case when it comes to the staking platform?
we think that nano contracts won't only benefit us, but will benefit the community too. The nano contracts will allow us to make a more decentralized application, which means that our wallets won't have to hold the user assets. This will increase the trust of the community in using the application, and mitigates risks that could happen if we didn't have this decentralization.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're saying the use of nano contracts will mitigate the risk of holding user assets, especially, during these times we've seen, stuff like the FTX collapse. And it's really, really good to follow the decentralized vision of protecting not only yourselves, but the community. So we really strongly believe that is a good way to go. And that's a wrap for this episode of Nano Insights. Thanks for joining us, Hathor Bullz Club. We hope to see you soon on future episodes. And you were joined by Tiago, Nuno, and Mauricio in spirit was here as well. So see you guys later.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
thank
See
you.
you, and hope to be to be
Yeah,
here
for sure, for
again.
sure.
So yeah,
It was a pleasure having you, Nuno and Tiago. And send my
Pleasure
regards
to
to
be here.
Mauricio as well.
Thank you.